Hello friends, how are you all? I hope you all are doing great. So in this class we are going to study about our fourth poverty alleviation program by the government, okay, and which is National Social Assistance Program, okay. So we will start off with this. We have already covered the three programs in our previous video, so you can watch that videos too, then come to this video. Okay, so this is the fourth one. Okay, so also NSAP, this is the short form. So it was launched on 15 August 1995. The NSAP represent a significant step towards the fulfillment of the directive principles of Article 41 and Article 42 of Constitution, recognizing the concurrent responsibility of the central and the state governments in that matter. Okay, in particular, Article 41 of the Constitution of India directs the state to provide public assistance to the citizens in case of unemployment, old age, sickness and disablement, and in other case of undeserved want within the limit of its economic capacity and development. So now coming to the objective part, what is the objective of NSAP? So NSAP is a social security and welfare program to provide support to the aged person, widows, disabled person and bereaved family on death of primary breadwinner belonging to below poverty line household. Okay. Also, the government is in process to make Aadhaar mandatory for this scheme NSAP. So now we will talk about the components of NSAP. Components. So it has basically three components. First one is NOAPS, that is National Old Age Pension Scheme. Okay, let's come on to the second one. Second one is NFBS, that is National Family Benefit Scheme. Third one is NMBS, National Maternity Benefit Scheme. So this the National Maternity Benefit Scheme was subsequently transferred on April 1st April 2001 from the Ministry of Rural Development to the Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. So Ministry of Rural Development transferred to Ministry of Health Family Welfare. Okay. So on April 1, 2000, a new scheme known as Annapurna scheme, 1st April 2000, there was a new scheme which was launched under this, that is Annapurna scheme. And this scheme aimed at providing food security to meet the requirements to those senior citizens who, though eligible, have remained uncovered under the NOAPS, that is National Old Age Pension Scheme, which was the first component of this scheme which we are studying now. So if I talk about the present, so in the present it consists of your NSAP. NSAP was this program NSAP. Okay, so it consists of 5 schemes now. 5 schemes. Number 1 was IGNOAPS. IG stand for Indira Gandhi, and you already know NOPS, National Old Age Pension Scheme. Second is IGNWPS. Okay, so this is new. Indira Gandhi National Widow Pension Scheme. Okay. Third one is IGNDPS. So this is Indira Gandhi National Disability Pension Scheme. Fourth one is NFBS, that is National Family NFBS is same, National Family Benefit Scheme. and fifth is Annapurna, which we just discussed. Okay, so now if I talk about the eligibility for getting the benefit under NSAP, the applicant must belong to the BPL family according to the criteria that is prescribed by the Government of India. And the other eligibility criteria and the scale of central assistant under the sub scheme of NSAP are as follows. Okay, so I'll be telling you one by one of all these criteria for all this scheme. Okay, so first one, this IGNOAPS. So the eligible age for this is 60 years, and the pension is 200 rupees per month for the person between 60 to 79 years, and for person who are 80 years and above will get a pension of 500 rupees per month. So this was for this. Now if I talk about the second one is the eligibility age is 40 years and the pension is 300 rupees per month. And after attaining the age of 80 years, the beneficiary will get the pension of 500 per month. Now coming to the third one. So the eligible age for pension is 18 years and above. Okay, and disability level has to be 80%. Okay, and the amount is same. The amount is 300 per month until you attain the age of 80, and after 80 you will get 500 per month. And dwarfs were also eligible for this pension scheme. Now coming to the fourth one, which is NFBS. Fourth one is NFBS. Okay, so in this NFBS, rupees 20,000 will be given as the lump sum assistant. 20,000 lump sum. Okay, that is given at once only. You are not giving per month. You are giving all the money at once only. Lump sum assistant to the bereaved household in the event of death of the breadwinner. Okay. And also a woman in the family who is a homemaker is also considered as a breadwinner for this purpose. Okay, so male and female both are considered as a breadwinner for the family. Also, the family benefit will be paid to such surviving member of the household of the deceased poor who after local enquiry is found to be the head of household. Okay, and for the purpose of this scheme, the term household would include spouse, minor children, unmarried daughter and dependent parents. And in case of death of any unmarried adult, the term household would include minor brother and sister and dependent parents. The death of such breadwinner should have occurred whilst he or she is more than 18 years of age and less than 60 years of age. Okay, 18 to 60 years. And the assistant would be given to every case of death to the breadwinner of the family. So this was about the NFBS scheme. So now coming to the last one, Annapurna. So in Annapurna scheme, you were given 10 kgs of food grains per month per beneficiary. Per month per beneficiary. Okay. And the scheme aims at providing food security to meet the requirement of those eligible old age person who have remained uncovered under the IGNOAPS. Okay, so this was all for this scheme, this National Security Assistance Program. Okay, and in the next class we are going to study next scheme, okay, which is Prime Minister's Rural Development Fellowship. So thank you guys for watching this video, and if you have any doubt you can mention in the comment section. Okay guys, bye.